What's up? We're Gunkata, and this is our first range review, and we're talking about the range Soledad, the Astoria Logistics Group shooting range in Soledad, California. I'm your host, Jaren, and my co-host.
Tyler Sang, your other host here.
Hell yeah! So let's get into it. This range is out in Soledad, California. It's like an hour south of San Jose. Super easy to find, like right off the highway.
Mhm.
Just throw it in your Google Maps, and you'll find it. You want to talk about how the check-in was?
Yeah, no, check-in process was pretty simple. Like as you're driving up, you're gonna see it's like a little portable trailer. You just park out out of front. There's no actual like parking spots. You just park there. You walk right in. Some people come to greet you. It's pretty standard process. All you just sign some papers, tell them like, hey, like, oh, what guns you shooting? They'll let you sign some waivers. It's about like what $33 a person for the whole day, which isn't too bad considering the options. By the way, there's like multiple options. I think they like name each section like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and each of them is like different ranges. So you can shoot like 5 yards, 10 yards, all the way up to like 700. I think 700 yards was the max. So if you really want to do some long range shooting, this is one of the few ranges that actually offer that. So just keep note of that. But yeah, sign-in process is pretty simple. Just pick what you want. Pretty easy. Um, so what did you think, Jaren? Just like after the process and just kind of going to the range, like do you have like any like you know any like opinions on how it looks or anything like that?
Yeah. So this range is like completely outdoors. I think one of the huge um pros for this range was that there's a lot of steel targets at all of the different listed sites, like the Bravo, Charlie range, which all have like 5 to 7 lanes in each of these sites. And then the
Mhm.
best part, like the RSOs tell you, is that you don't have to go down range to change any targets because you're just shooting steel targets all day. The RSOs themselves, they have a tower. They're monitoring from a distance. They're not like breathing down your neck like at a lot of other ranges. So that's another really great part of the experience.
Oh, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. If we're talking about like how the range is, like we went on a Saturday, and there was basically a ton of room, only like a few people there. That's also, huge benefit. Like if you go to some of the other ranges in the Bay Area, they're like packed on a Saturday. You have to wait like an hour to get like a lane, but not this one. This one was tons of availability for the lanes.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, yeah, it was pretty easy. Like, you literally just, you drive up to the spot, just sign your waivers. You like drive, park your car up further down in the range, and just walk, just pick out what places you want to shoot, and just shoot. Like, yeah, there's hardly any people. I was surprised on a Saturday. It was like hardly any people. It felt like we were there like middle of the week, like on a Wednesday afternoon or something like that. But I think that was a huge plus because again, no waiting times. Who wants to wait, right? Um, but yeah, I believe they also offer other ammo and targets too. But yeah, I think like any other ranges, if you were to like rent or buy any ammo there, you have to shoot it on range. You can't take it out for obvious reasons. So that hasn't changed. I think like even though they do offer paper targets, I think one of my favorite parts about this range is like what you mentioned earlier is like they use steel targets because when you use paper targets, especially in an outdoor range, there's always going to be like a ceasefire after every 15 minutes. Everyone has to walk down, and sometimes people take their sweet time, but here because it's mostly steel targets, there is like no ceasefire. Like you literally just keep shooting until you're tired. So for me, that's a huge plus because I don't have to waste time like going down, putting targets, waiting for the people. You literally just keep shooting. The only time that you're really gonna be spending on is either shooting or loading up your mags. But other than that, like it's pretty good in my opinion. Just the fact that they have all steel targets.
Yeah,
So
and a pro tip is when you get to the range, have all your bags loaded up already, so you don't have to be spending that time loading up your
exactly,
bags at the range.
that's true. I do that anyways. But yeah, for anyone, yeah, just do that beforehand. You'll your future self will thank your past self for doing that for sure.
Yeah, let's move on to like we talked about the RSOs a little bit. They're like totally they're not breathing down your neck and everything. But they're also super helpful. Like when we went in, they gave us like the lay of the land. They told us the rules, like super clear about that. And I felt like they were also super helpful. Like if you had any problems, you can like wave them down from the tower, and they'll come over.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty much like just do your own stuff, and if you need something, just go up to them. It seems like most people who at least go to the range, at least from that one time we were there, it seems like most people there are fairly experienced. So, everyone knows like what to do for the most part. But yeah, if you do need help, like they're there at the tower. I think the tower also has like a little workbench for you too. One thing I just want to point out, they have like a little workbench with all like gun oils or just all like supplies and stuff, just to like clean out your guns or clear out jams, stuff like that. So that's another helpful tip too. I think that's a very nice thing to have because some ranges they don't really have that, but at least they have a little workbench for you just in case if something goes wrong with your gun. So I think that's a cool feature that they have.
Yeah, I was surprised because I saw like at the Soledad
You
range,
went
they
to school
literally
at their
had
house.
like
Okay.
gun vise and like tools and stuff. Most other ranges I've been to, I haven't seen any of that. So that was like pretty different from other ranges.
Yeah, definitely very accommodating, I would say for sure. Or at least like it's very convenient in a lot of instances like that, for example.
I mean, it makes sense because like if you're driving an hour out, um, it's if something goes wrong with your guns, you don't want to drive all the way back home, right?
Yeah, no, but that's good. They mostly thought of that kind of stuff, so that's very nice. Let's see. I believe this range also offers classes too. I think if people are like, interested in taking like either like CCW classes or just like knowing how to shoot properly, other things like that, just or beginner intermediate classes. I think they offer those as well. It should be on their website. We can put in the link below just for people to check out. But that's also another addition to the range. So it's
Yeah,
not just
link in
a
the description
range.
below.
um, But also as we were talking about the RSOs, like I would say they're definitely not FUDs. That's one thing I've noticed. Like they're pretty chill. One thing I like about this range, they do offer or they do allow you to rapid fire. Most ranges, I'm sure, as you know, they make you shoot once every 3 or 4 seconds. Very annoying. But here you're allowed to rapid fire and mag dump to your heart's content. Like if you got like 100 rounds you just want to burn through, no problem, like quickly, like go for it. Like they don't give a shit. Like just do it.
Yeah, if you hate money, right? Just light it on fire there.
Yeah, or if you got a shit ton of money, like if you're rich as fuck, then yeah, just go for it. I mean hell yeah. Like who wouldn't honestly? Like if you want to have that experience, you can definitely do it there. They won't bat an eye. Um,
Yeah, I think
but yeah.
we covered all the points. Let's kind of wrap it up with a list of pros and cons. I'll go first. I'll go first. Like I think the pros, as we mentioned, like ton of different lanes and areas to shoot, a ton of space. It's not crowded on the weekends.
Mhm.
The RSOs were awesome, and the rapid fire for sure, right?
Yeah, rapid fire is definitely fun. Oh, another point to add, I also forgot to mention, like if you do want to practice like your CCW like holster and firing techniques, you can do that as well. So you can literally come in with your CCW holster and just practice like drawing and firing too.
Yeah, and there's an
So that's
area
another
to
cool
run
thing.
drills as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's yeah. They have like a little like spot just like where yeah you can literally just do CCW drills all day. That is, and I think that's pretty cool because most ranges, actually all the ranges I've been to, they don't offer that unless it's like a very like private range. But
Yeah, it's like
besides that,
within the area.
they don't offer that. Yeah.
Yeah, but the downsides, as we mentioned, it's 33 bucks for a day. It's not the worst in the
Yeah, not
but
too bad, but
I think out of the ranges I've been to, 33 bucks is like up there.
yeah, because I think there's some other ranges for like $15 or some that's like $25, and we even think like even at $25 we're kind of like, ooh, that's a bit a bit steep, but I mean, yeah, $32 even though it's a bit expensive, they do pretty much offer everything that you could want and more. So I think that might help justify the price a little bit. At least you have more freedom. So maybe it's not as bad because other ranges that might be cheaper, there's a lot more rules involved. So if you really just care about like, oh, I just want to spend like the cheapest amount of money, then probably this range isn't for you. But if you really want more freedom and to practice more drills, I think $33 isn't the worst thing to do, especially if you just go there every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I think like overall, I highly recommend it. Probably one of the best ranges in California, like especially the Bay Area. It's definitely worth the trip out to Soledad.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I think for me, honestly, I'm giving that range like a S plus tier. Like it's
Two thumbs up.
hands that, yeah, two thumbs up, 10 thumbs up, whatever. I mean, it's a pretty. It has pretty much everything that I would ever need or ask for. I think for me, the big points were rapid fire, CCW drills, and steel targets. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, it's just my personal like opinion or my preference, but I like shooting steel targets and hearing like the little ding every time you hit the targets. I mean, you could shoot a paper all day, but I mean, with the one good thing about paper is you can see like your accuracy, like where you're hitting exactly. But I think having steel targets, because most ranges don't really offer too many like steel targets too, from what I've noticed. So this range literally is like the opposite. It's like all steel everywhere. But but I think
You know
overall this is.
where's another awesome place to shoot steel targets?
Oh, why don't you tell me?
Well, I'm thinking about the Gun Kata Amazing Merkin experience.
Oh right, I heard about them. Yeah, yeah. Well, tell me more about that. Yeah, I've heard about it. What do they do?
well, for $300, we'll take you on the blast, which means that you get to go out to the Reno Desert, and we get to shoot as much as you want for 3 hours straight.
Yep, that's right. I mean, if you just want to go out, have fun, just shoot a bunch of guns, basically with pretty much barely any like stupid rules or regulations, all that crap. Like, I think Gunkata's amazing American experience is the way to go, if you ask me.
So definitely check out our website. Links also in the description. But to recap, we also really love the Range Soledad, and definitely worth checking out. So
Yep, highly recommend. Easily would recommend.
cool, cool, cool. Well, thanks for watching the review, and hope to see you guys next time.
Yep, see you guys next time.